Today we're making Carolina-inspired pulled pork, and I gotta say, this was an amazing recipe, so let's go ahead and let's make this shit.
Carolina barbecue. Well, that's what we're doing today. So let's go ahead, let's get into this, and honestly, people, let's make this shit. So stay tuned.
All right, so the night before I took a bone-in pork butt and I went ahead and rubbed it all over with a bunch of yellow mustard, and then I went ahead and seasoned it with some salt, pepper, garlic, and then use whatever barbecue seasoning you want. Note, this will take about 5 hours in the smoker unwrapped at 250 when you're ready to smoke, and then there's some more time after that. But anyways, I'm going to make the spritz. So we're going to take some Coke and a few tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, put that in there, and then we're also going to go ahead and add in some apple cider vinegar. And this is going to be really important while the pork butt is smoking in the smoker. We're going to spritz it every so often to keep it nice and hydrated, and that'll get that nice bark that we're looking for. I'm pretty much spritzing this every 30 minutes to 45 minutes and then closing it up. And then eventually I will take this out and I will wrap it after about 5 hours. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it, and then you can always add like butter or more of the spritz that we're using to the tin foil, or if you're using butcher paper, you can use that too, just to keep it nice and moist. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and then put it back in the smoker at 270, and it's going to take some more time to cook then as well, but I'm looking for an internal temp of about 200 to 203, but always check this before with your CDC before you decide to pull it at a certain temp. Next, I'm going to go ahead and make the slaw. So I've got red and green cabbage here and carrots, and I'm going to go ahead and add in about 3 tablespoons of fresh ground black pepper. Then I'm going to come through and I'm also going to add in some Chipotle Tabasco hot sauce. So I'm using about 2 to 3 tablespoons of that. Then some salt, so I would say about 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, and of course we're going to salt it to taste. And then the same for some ground garlic. So we got some garlic powder here. Going to go ahead and drop that in there, about 3 tablespoons of that. And then we've got some apple cider vinegar. So I pretty much put in about 2 tablespoons of that just to get that tang. And then of course your favorite mayo of your choice, and then give it a good mix, sit in the fridge. Now for that Carolina-inspired sauce. So we're going to take a bunch of mustard here. I'm using about a cup to a cup and a half of mustard. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in the other ingredients, which is going to include, of course, we're going to start off with some black pepper. So I'm going to go ahead and put in black pepper here. I'm using about 3 tablespoons of fresh ground black pepper. And then I'm going to come through as well and start adding in other key elements. So we're going to go ahead with some honey. So I'm going to use about 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey for now, and I add more to it later because I want to see where the flavor gets to. So then we've got some smoked paprika, going to add that in there, and you can add in a dab of ketchup if you want to as well. I did that. So I did about 3 tablespoons of smoked paprika, and then I'm going to do about 2 to 3 tablespoons of some kosher salt as well. And then I'm going to go through with some apple cider vinegar. So add in some of that. I'm using about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, a little bit more. And then the same for some garlic powder. And definitely we're going to add in some Worcestershire sauce as well later on. But for now, some crushed red pepper flakes. Get it on the stove. Turn up that stove real quick here to about a medium heat. Now, while it's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and start whisking it. So mix it all up there, get it real nice and mixed in there. And then I'm going to taste it and see if I need to add any other stuff along the way, which I felt I did. So I added some more honey to this, gave it about another tablespoon to 2 tablespoons, some more crushed red peppers because I wanted it a bit spicier, and then about 2 tablespoons of some Worcestershire sauce. And then I'm going to go ahead and give it one last whisk. And I don't want to burn this, so I've got it medium to low now. And I'll set it aside for the actual recipe. So now the pulled pork is ready to be, well, the pork is ready to be pulled, let's say that. So I'm going to go ahead and start shredding this up. And as you can see, it's super steamy. And then I'm going to add some elements to give it a nice hydration in just a second here after I get this all shredded up. All right, so I'm going to take some Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to go ahead and add in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of that onto the pulled pork, and then about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar just to give that tang. I would stay with about, a tablespoon and a half before you add more. And then I'm going to go ahead and get some smoked paprika, about 2 to 3 tablespoons of that, and then give this all a really good mix before plating. And oh yeah, let's not forget fresh ground black pepper as well, 2 tablespoons of that. Now that that's all done, we're ready to plate, people. So I went ahead and toasted a brioche bun, and on that brioche bun, I'm going to go ahead and start off with some pickles at the bottom. And yeah, so then I'm going to go through with all my pickles, and then I'm going to add in the meat, of course. And then on top of that, we're going to also put in our coleslaw and then our sauce. And I got to tell you, this was so damn good.
Carolina barbecue pulled pork. Here it is. Let's see how it goes. And I'm going to take a bite. That is insanely good. You're going to need a mop for your mouth, but this is worth it, people. I'm going to keep eating this. And yeah. Cheers. I'm out.